What if I told you the biggest regret at the end of life isn't the risks you took, but the ones you didn't? If fear has ever stopped you from making a life-changing decision, this is your wake-up call. That gut feeling you have? It's the sign there's more for you, but doubt always shouts louder. Most of us choose the familiar path, not because it's right, but because it's safe. It's not just the big choices, it's the small hesitations that keep you stuck in a life that's just okay. Today, I'll show you a step-by-step method to make bold decisions, even when fear tries to hold you back. We'll turn fear into fuel, using practical tools you can start using right after this video. Ready to stop letting fear call the shots? Let's get into it. Let's talk about failure, the monster under everyone's bed. We're taught to see failure as the end, but it's actually the beginning of growth. Every person you admire has failed, often spectacularly. The difference? They learned from it. Failure is data, not destiny. It's feedback, not a verdict. The real fear isn't failing, it's what we make failure mean about ourselves. So reframe it. Failure is a lesson, not a label. Next time fear creeps in, ask, what will I learn if I try and don't succeed? This shifts your focus from pain to growth. Every attempt is a win, because you gain experience and resilience. The real failure is never trying and staying stuck. Become a collector of data. Each step outside your comfort zone is a lesson. The master has failed more times than the beginner has even tried. When you see failure as a stepping stone, fear loses its grip. Even if you see failure as a friend, big decisions can still trigger anxiety. That's where the 10-10-10 rule comes in. How will you feel about this decision in 10 days, 10 months, and 10 years? This tool pulls you out of short-term panic and gives you long-term perspective. Example, taking on a tough project at work. In 10 days, you'll be stressed. In 10 months, you'll have new skills. In 10 years, it'll be a turning point. Flip it. If you don't act, will you regret it in a decade? Most fears are about short-term discomfort, not long-term impact. The 10-10-10 rule lets your future self guide your choices. Write down your decision and honestly answer how you'll feel in each time frame. You'll see, short-term discomfort often leads to long-term reward, while short-term comfort leads to long-term regret. Make decisions for the person you want to become. Even with new perspectives, fear can still whisper, what if everything goes wrong? Don't ignore it. Confront it with a worst-case backup plan. Write down the absolute worst that could happen if you fail. You'll notice, the worst case is rarely as bad as your imagination suggests. For each fear, ask, how could I recover? List concrete steps. Lost your job? You could apologize, seek help, or find new work. Business fails? You gain experience, rebuild, and use your network. This exercise turns you from a passive worrier into an active problem solver. Most worst cases are survivable, and you're more resilient than you think. It's not pessimism, it's preparation. Your backup plan is insurance for your courage. Define your fear, plan your response, and watch the monster shrink. Fear loses power when you have a plan. Knowing what to do isn't enough. You have to act. That's where courage comes in. Courage isn't a trait, it's a skill you build through practice. Start small, don't leap. Take tiny steps outside your comfort zone. Each small win proves you can handle uncertainty. Want to start a business? Buy a domain name? Research for an hour? Tell a friend? Afraid of public speaking? Ask a question in a meeting. Give a 1-minute update. The goal isn't perfection, it's action. Every small step builds confidence and momentum. Self-efficacy grows with each win, making bigger risks feel possible. Break your big goal into the smallest possible step and do it today. Don't wait for courage, build it, one action at a time. Momentum is your ally, inertia is your enemy. Courage is built in the small moments when you act despite fear. Start now. Prove to yourself you can do it. You now have 4 tools to stop letting fear run your life. Reframe failure, use the 10-10-10 rule, create a backup plan, and build courage with small wins. These aren't just ideas, they're tools. Use them. The fear may still be there, but you're in the driver's seat now. The life you want is on the other side of the decisions you're afraid to make. Comment below. What's one decision you've been putting off? Let's conquer fear together. Take that first small step. You've got this.